Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Today we're going to smoke a pork shoulder and make some good old pulled pork. Right here what I have is a pork shoulder or pork butt, and it is almost 7 pounds. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this out of this package and rinse it off. Here is our pork shoulder straight out of the package, rinsed off, and I just patted it dry a little bit with paper towels. And I'm going to season it with some of my rub that I made. I know everybody asks me what's in this. Well, I'm still kind of working on it, and formula changed a little bit since last time y'all seen it. So let's season it up here. Just gonna sprinkle this all over it, just like that. I'm gonna be pretty liberal with it. I'm gonna pat the rub in there. Just like that. Make sure I get all the sides and all that. Turn it up here. Get down in them little crevices. Alright, that right there is looking pretty good. Look at that. Y'all see that beautiful color on that? Man, that's beautiful. Now what I want to do is after I get it all rubbed down, I want to cover it up with some plastic wrap or whatever you got, and I'm going to put it in the fridge and just let it sit in there for about 2 hours or so with the rub on it. You can even let it sit longer if you want it to. Alright guys, I'm going to talk to y'all about how I set up my Weber to do this low and slow cook. Now these are coals that I had left over from a previous cook, and we're going to reuse them. I just kind of move them around like that to knock the ash and stuff off of them, and just bank them up here on the side kind of like that, and then we're going to add some new coals to it. So I just dumped some fresh new charcoal briquettes in there, and I'm just going to stack them up on top right here just like this. You don't have to get fancy with the stacking, just throw them over here like this. Here is how I set it up, and I'm using Kingsford original blue charcoal. My chimney here, I just took a charcoal chimney and I lit about 10 to 12 pieces of charcoal. I'm gonna dump that in there and just put them all right here on the side up against this unlit charcoal. Once we get our charcoal up there, we're gonna use some wood, and I got some good size wood chunks. I've got hickory and I've got cherry. You use whatever kind of wood you want. Just gonna put it kind of like that. That ought to be plenty of wood right there. Alright, now I got the grate back on. Got me a thermometer. Lid on. And I'm just gonna leave the vents, both vents open for right now until I get to about 200 degrees, maybe a little over, and then I will start adjusting. So the Weber's at about 203 right now, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to shut the bottom damper to where it's just about a quarter of the way open, and it'll slowly climb up to about 225 or so. We're going to shoot between a temperature of about 225, 250 is about where I want to be at. So now we're at 221 degrees. Check that out, y'all. Looking mighty fine right there. Alright, we're going to lay him right here. I'm going to put the fat cap down. Just like that. Now, we'll get the lid on it. Vent over the meat. Let's see what time it is. 9:26, and we're getting it on. We'll see how long it takes. So I'm just going to let this cook, and we'll come back and check on it here in a couple hours. We're about 3 hours in right now. Temperature is 242 in the grill. And that's what it's looking like. And I'm just going to spray it with a little bit of apple juice. Keep the outside of it moist. Just like that. Oh yeah. Lid back on. I'm going to spray it probably about every, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. We're a little over 4 hours in. Temperature is running 246. And I haven't messed with the bottom vent, but I adjusted this vent just a little bit because it started to get over 250. Now we're going to spray it again. Looking real good. Get it sprayed all over. Cover it back up. So we're 5 hours in. Grill temperature is 267 right now. Got up on us a little bit. There she is, looking good. We're probably going to go ahead and wrap her. I'm going to check the temp. I'm looking for a temp about 155, 160 or so. So it's at 158. I'm going to pull it off. Okay, so I just got it sitting on a couple pieces of heavy duty aluminum foil, and we're going to wrap it good and tight. 2 layers. Now back on the old Weber. I'm just going to let it cook until it gets tender. It's been going about 8 hours and it is done. Just checking it with my thermometer and it's right at 200 degrees. Just checking it. Feels nice and tender, so I'm going to pull it off and I'm going to let it rest for about an hour. And our grill temperature is ran about between 240 270 the whole time. It's been in the foil for about 3 hours, and I did add about 15 more charcoal briquettes to it. 442, so it took 8 hours and 15 minutes. Right here is our pork butt. It's been resting for about an hour, and I pulled it out of the foil, put it in this pan, and these are the juices that was in the foil. I saved those juices. Pull the bone out of there. Oh yeah, look at there, nice and clean. Now I'm just going to take a couple forks and just shred it all up. See how tender that is? Just falls apart nice and juicy. Man, look at that right there. Smoke ring. I'm going to get this all shredded up. I'm going to pull that fat and stuff out of it. Got it all pulled. And I'm going to take just a little bit more of a rub. Sprinkle just a little bit back over top of it. Get a little more of that flavor of the rub in there. Then I'm going to take some of this juice and pour right back over top of it. Just a little bit. And I'm going to save the rest of that juice. And just give it a good mix. Now I put me some of that beautiful pulled pork on top of a bun. And I've got some, this is a mustard based sauce that I made. Mustard based barbecue sauce, homemade. Put a little bit of that on there. And some homemade coleslaw. Oh yeah, just like that. Man, looks mighty fine, don't it? Alright, let's give this a try, y'all. Man. Alright, you see, done ate about half of it. Anyways, cheers, and thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.